Jai Shri Ganesh. Welcome to another video on Astro Brigu Gyanvani, which is a little different and made on your demand. See, till now you must have always heard that career is seen from the 10th house, and people only focus there. As soon as we talk about career, everyone directly looks at the 10th house and says just shows the career. But what is the truth? Career is not seen from only one house. It is not dependent on only one house. It is formed by the combined planning from all 12 houses. Every house, every degree, every yog tells something about your job, your profession, and your career choice. And today, we are going to talk about what kind of career can come from each house. That too in a very practical way. So, if you also stay confused about which field is right for you, whether you can only do a government job or can also go into business, then in this video, everything from A to Z will become clear. And yes, keep your Kundli open with you, keep your horoscope with you, because the analysis we are going to do now will make you trust yourself more, and you will need your horoscope that time. Now, as I said, that this video will be on all the 12 houses, means we'll see the career from all the 12 houses and their perspectives, how it will perform, and on which career you will go, or which career, which profession is best suited for you. So, accordingly, first of all, let's talk about the first house. Now, here, the beginning of knowing career starts from the same place where a full identity begins, and from where your full identity begins. That is the first house only. Your ascendant. If the first house of your chart is strong, now how it is strong? When it is considered as a strong position, if the lord of the ascendant is sitting here, means suppose if Arise is your ascendant and the lord of the Arise ascendant is Mars, and Mars itself sits in the first house. So that is a strong position. That means that the first house is strong enough, or else you can say that the friendly planets of your ascendants are here. Friendly planets of your ascendant. Again, taking an example, if your ascendant Arise and the lord of that ascendant is Mars, so whatever the planets will be in the favor or will be the friendly planets of Mars, if seated here, then that is also considered a very great position, that your first house is strong enough. Or the last condition, the lords of the trikod houses are placed here in good dignity. The lords of the trikod houses. So that these 3 points you have to check and see this video. If your house is strong enough, this first house is strong, then it clearly shows that in your horoscope there is a strong spirit to do something big on your own. Working under someone may not be, it will not give you that much comfort compared to doing your own work. Self employment becomes the best path for you, basically. And your personality is such that you are made to become your own boss. And if the ascendant lord is also strong, you move ahead with your own ideas, with your own beliefs and decisions with full confidence. It is not like you will take action only when someone else tells you. No. Your trust is the strongest in yourself, and that is the most important, and the way I like the most in this first house, if it is considered strong. And this self trust slowly takes you to that place where people give you example and say, yes, if you want to become something, become like this. So let's talk about the another house, which is second house. The house of wealth, the house of family, and all of this. Now listen carefully. If a benefic planet sits here or a Rajyog is formed or this house receives benefic aspects, then this house clearly shows where your career will flow. Now in the second house, let's suppose if Sun is placed here, then that is a benefic planet here. Or if there is any Rajyoga being formed from that placement or from any way, whether it is any kind of Rajyog that you have to see, or this house receives benefic aspects. Means if the Jupiter planet is aspecting directly on second house, then that is a benefic aspect. If Sun itself is aspecting the second house, then that is also a benefic aspect. So you have to look for the aspects also which are being getting in the second house. So if all these 3 points are in favor of your horoscope or even one is in favor, then this house clearly shows where your career will flow. So listen carefully. The energy of this house takes you towards the fields like banking, finance, investment, consulting, teaching, communication, writing. So these all fields you can notice that first which I told you was related to wealth, money, and the second one which I told you was related to the communication, how you will communicate, whether while teaching, consulting, or writing. You're communicating also there. So if this house is strong enough, then from childhood, you start getting an understanding of money related work. Means you are capable enough to understand that money related work, or maybe sometimes it's seen that you maybe start handling from the childhood the money related work or the accounts. If your background is business only, if your family background is business, then you start doing accounts from your childhood itself. You can connect with people through your words, your speech. Your speech basically has influence, and this influence can even make you a good consultant or a teacher. So, you must have seen some people who speak very little, but whenever they speak, everyone listens to them. This is the power of the second house. And if this house becomes even stronger with special yogs related to publishing or communication, then you can even become the owner of a big publishing house or a writer whose books people don't just keep on the shelf but keep there in their hearts. You have to understand these things. Now, we come to the third house, the house of courage, and it is also the house of communication. Now, understand this thing, if your third house is strong, how it is strong? Its Lord is placed here in its own sign. So, if you have to see, suppose if your Lord of the third house is, let's say, Jupiter, then it is placed in its third house only and also in its own sign and also receiving good aspects, then believe me, the courage and communication skills you have are inborn. I am again repeating, if the Lord of this house is placed in its own sign and also receiving the good aspects. Suppose the sign which is placed here is, let's say, Pisces. Pisces is placed here. Means 12 number is written in your third house. Then the Lord of that will be Jupiter. And Jupiter is placed in the third house itself in its own sign. And it is also receiving good aspects. Means good aspects could be from Sun, Moon, Venus, and all these planets. So if these 3 conditions are favorable in your birth chart, then the courage and the communication skills you have are from the starting when you were born. You impress people through speaking, writing, or even your creativity. You can become a news anchor or maybe enter the world of media and publishing, make your place in big news houses, or even explode on digital platforms. Whether it is advertising, marketing, web designing, or the IT sector, all these fields are connected to this house. And if this house is strong in your chart, then understand that you have the power to recreate something new in any creative field. Also, this house has a deep connection with import and export, which means you can also start your own business where you are basically hardworking, or maybe your vision and hard work both will work together in this field. So, all careers related to writing, communication, technology, creativity, in these all fields, the path of all these fields is best suited for you. Now, let's talk about fourth house. If your fourth house is very strong in the chart, and if a Panch Mahapurush Yog like Shash Yog, Hams Yog, or Ruchka Yog is formed here, and on top of that, it also receives good aspects from benefic planets, then your career will be strongly connected to lands and things related to it. I am again repeating, if Panch Mahapurush Yog is being formed there, how it is formed? Basically, it is a powerful and auspicious Raj Yog which is formed by the placement of five planets, which are Mars, Mercury, Jupiter, Venus, and Saturn. These five planets noted down somewhere. And also, these planets should be in the Kendra houses, which are first, fourth, seventh, or 10th, in their own or exalted signs. And each of these planetary combinations create a specific Mahapurushiyo. Ruchika from Mars, Bhadra from Mercury, Hamsa from Jupiter, Malavya from Venus, and Shash from Saturn. So these yogas are believed to bestow wealth, prosperity, fame, authority, all these all together, and other qualities like becoming royalty, king like qualities upon an individual. So this is how the Mahapurush Rajyog is being formed in the birth chart. So if you're still not clear about that, then you can put a comment box, or maybe put the planets which are there in your Kendra houses. Then I could be able to tell you that whether this Panch Mahapurush Yoga has been formed or not. So if coming back to the topic, if in the fourth house Panch Mahapurush being formed in this house, then also receiving good aspects from benefic planets. This is also another important point which you have to remember. Then it should receive the aspects from benefic planets. Then only your career will be strongly connected to the things related to land, or the things related to, the fourth house. And let me tell you, if it is strong enough, then this can include property, it can include land, vehicles, agriculture. All these are related to vehicles and land. You can become a property dealer. When vehicle showrooms you open, then that should also be benefitable or for you. Handling big projects related to mining, or even starting a business in a marble or tiles, that could also be best for you. So this house also represents and supports the work related to farming or agriculture too, especially if you're thinking about natural or organic farming. So the stronger your fourth house is, the more success you will get in the career connected with land and property. And the most special thing is, this house also gives peace of mind. Means your comfort zone has been seen from here. It can be reflected from here. So whichever career you choose through this house will not only give you success but also peace. Now let's talk about fifth house. This is the house of your mind. Mind means your intelligence, creativity, wisdom all come from here only. If your fifth house is strong in the chart and the ascendant lord or the trikon lord is placed here, or if it is receiving any benefic aspects from any benefic planets, then you have that special shine which makes you different from others. I'm again repeating, if the ascendant lord means, if suppose your ascendant is arise, then the lord of it is Mars, and Mars is placed in the fifth house, then it is considered a good position because it is also interconnected to your first house. If you go deep, then this house is the house of Dharm Trikon. And rather than seeing the fifth house only in the Trikon, the other houses are first and ninth. So a Trikon has been formed, a triangle has been formed from these houses, first, fifth, and ninth. So that is why we are considering ascendant lord also benefic in this fifth house. And another point, if the cone lord also plays here, or if it receives benefic aspects, that could also create your fifth house even more stronger. So if one or two points are even matching to your horoscope perfectly, then it is considered a strong fifth house. Now listen carefully. If it is strong, you can try your hand in the share market, mutual funds, or any work related to speculation. Speculation means these fields will already suit you the best. If you want to go into the education field like teaching, consulting, coaching, so this house also supports that. Even working as a broker or negotiator in any field, whether it is property, finance, or maybe education, also comes from this house only. Whether you choose to do it part time or turn it into full time career, that depends upon you. So the strength of this house makes your decisions even more smarter, and that is why the work you choose through this house will give you both satisfaction and success. Now we come to your sixth house. If your sixth house is in the strong position in your chart, then understand that you have the courage to face and overcome every challenge. This is the house of loans, debts, and also some diseases. So, if you want to work in the finance sector like loan companies, recovery, collections, or finance consultancy, then you can do very well in this line. This house also represents competition. Yes, competition for those preparing competitive exams like IAS, IPS, UPSC, CCSE. So especially for a government job, these all are government job. So the stronger this house is, the higher your chance of success will be there. Apart from this, because it is also the house of disease and health, you can make a career in the medical field. Becoming a doctor, paramedic, nurse, or joining health services, these fields can also be best suited for you. And this house also knows courts and laws. So if you want to become a lawyer or judge or a legal advisor, then this house fully supports you. It's kind of a government job only. So becoming a lawyer or a judge could also be best suited for you. Now, let's talk about your seventh house. If this house is strong in your birth chart and the seventh lord is placed here in its own sign or exalted, means let's say that the sign which is placed in your seventh house is, let's say, uh, Taurus. So, Taurus is a sign where Venus is being ruled, and Venus sits in your seventh house in its own sign. Or maybe the seventh lord means your Venus is exalted. Exalted means that the zodiac where its sign, it is the strongest and most comfortable for that planet. Even if your Venus is placed in any other house, that house should be not malefic like say 6th, 8th, and 12th. And wherever it is placed, the sign or the number which is written there, that should be the strongest and most comfortable to that seventh lord, which is, if I'm supposing, Venus. So, if Venus is comfortable in that sign, then only you can say that your seventh house is strong enough. Also, the aspects you have to see. If any malefic planet is aspecting on seventh house, or even your seventh lord, which is, as I said, for an example, let's suppose the Venus is your seventh lord, and the malefic planet is aspecting on that, then it should not be considered that much good. But if a benefic planet is aspecting, then that is considered a good placement. So now, if it is strong, and if you can see that if the degree is also strong of the seventh lord, then I will tell you one clear thing: your fortune is in partnership. This means that instead of walking alone, you can do big businesses by joining hands with someone. You can start trading business in partnerships, work in transport, or choose any field where two people can grow together. And if you start some work in the same of your life partner, which is your spouse, whether wife or husband, then believe me, the results will be very, very amazing. This house tells you that it's not the time to walk alone, it's the time to walk together. And when you walk together, success itself walks with you. Success itself comes to your doorstep. But you have to do hard work. That's crystal flame. Now, let's talk about your eighth house. If this house is strong in your birth chart, means if the eighth lord is placed itself in the eighth house. So let's suppose your eighth lord is Mars. So it is placed in this house only, or maybe a Viparit Rajyog is being formed, or Saturn is sitting here in a good position. Then you carry within a whole world of hidden knowledge that is waiting to come out. Now, again, I'm repeating, if Viparit Rajyog is being formed, Viparit Rajyog means where the lords of 6th, 8th, and 12th houses, which are considered the evil houses of struggle, are placed in one of these same evil houses. So these are kind of reversal of fortune. These will cause a reversal of fortune where challenges and adversity ultimately lead to unexpected success, unexpected stability, or recognition. So you have to see if 6th lord or 8th lord is placed in 8th house, then it is forming a Viparit Rajyo. Or else if 8th lord is placed in this house itself, then also it is considered very good position, means your 8th house is strong. Or if Saturn is placed here, because Saturn is generally considered a kind of good planet in 8th house. So you can say that from this also the 8th house is considered a good position. But Saturn needs to be in a good position too. If all these points agree, or even one of them agree or favorable in your birth chart, then there are chances that you carry within you a whole world of hidden knowledge that is waiting to come out. Now, this is the house of connected with mysteries, occult knowledge, astrology, tarot, or deep research like PhD level studies. You can't imagine that level of the studies. And you can build a powerful career in these all fields. You have a natural habit of going deep and reaching to the roots of things. And that is the greatest strength of this house. The things which the rest of the world cannot understand, that becomes your expertise. And when you connect with this mysterious world, success also starts supporting you in mysterious ways. Now let's talk about the ninth house of your chart. The powerful Trikona house connected to dharma, righteousness, fortune, and deep beliefs. It is the one of the house from Dharma Trikona. That's why I'm saying the most powerful Trikona house. If your ninth house is strong, which is blessed with benefic aspects, or if the Trikona Lord is sitting here, then understand one thing, your luck will support you at every step. So you have to see first of all that whether your ninth house is strong or not. If benefic aspects are getting in your ninth house, then it is considered strong. Or if the Trikona Lord is sitting here, or if the Lord of ninth house itself sits here, that is also considered a good position. So that you have to match from your birth chart. Now, in such a case, you can become the head of a religious institution, or maybe a trustee of a trust, or even develop a career through spiritual journeys or pilgrimages. At the same time, you can also move into teaching field, becoming a professor in a university, or reach great heights in the law field. That would also be great. And not only that, this house also supports careers in business development, office management, travel related fields. Because this house beautifully blends your karmas, means your actions, and bhagya, which is your fortune, altogether. Now let's talk about the another important house of the birth chart, which is your 10th house. The house of actions, karmas, your professional life, and the paths that lead towards government jobs. If your 10th house is strong enough, means it is with exalted planets sitting here, or if a powerful Rajyog is formed along with benefic aspects, then your career path is completely bright. In such a case, you can build your place in the government sector where it is administration, defense, police, or civil services. This house also plays a very strong role in politics, which means you can become a politician or shine in any profession that involves public dealing. Success in competitive exams, profiles like IAS or IPS, public affairs, and leadership roles, all these paths are shown by the 10th house. And to be honest, all these fields are even best for you. Now let's talk about the house, which is one of the house from Kam Trikona, which is your 11th house. The house of gains and profits, friendships, friend circles, all this. So this is the house that shows where your income will come from, how many sources of income you can have, and most importantly, how much you can earn in life. If your 11th house is strong in the chart, with many planets sitting here except the malefic ones, or if a good yoga is being formed here, then believe me, your flow will not stop. This house also represents your elder brother. So if you start a business together with your elder brother, then it can bring tremendous growth. And yes, if you want to do a part time job, run a coaching institute, or maybe enter the teaching profession, or work in private sector, then this house will give you very positive results there too. So all the ways of earning money and all the resources of income, their root lies in your 11th house. It needs to be strong before you start any of this profession. Now, let's talk about the last house of the chart, which is the 12th house. This house is usually seen as the house of endings, but it actually holds some powerful secrets for career. Now, listen carefully. If a Vipreet Rajyog is formed here, Vipreet Rajyog how it is formed if the Lord of 6th and 8th house are placed in this house. any of these two lords, if they are placed in 12th house, then they are forming Viprit Rajya. Or maybe an exalted planet is placed in the 12th house. Means if a planet is placed in the 12th house, which is in its favorable or the most comfortable sign, and the degrees, which means the strength of the planet which is sitting in the 12th house are also strong, then the paths of foreign travel, foreign posting, or international business are already open for you. You can maybe open a travel agency, start an import export business, or join airlines or the tourism industry. And since this house also represents hospitalization, if you are in the medical field, you can open a small clinic or even start a big hospital. This house is also connected with jails and confinement, which means if you get a job in the jail department, the prison department, or as an officer in police services, then that too will be best suited for you. So, friends, this was today's video where you understood the real secrets of career from every house. I hope now you are thinking and your perspective have both changed. So now just understand your own chart and take steps in the right direction. Keep moving forward. And my prayer is that your life becomes successful, happy, and full of prosperity with God's blessings. If you're confused in any of the part of this video, then you can simply put a comment in the comment section, and my as soon as my team will inform me, I will try to answer as soon as possible. Thank you and Jai Shri Ganesh.